need to pull up this video. Is this the full thing? That one's longer. Here's a clip. Here we go. We got some crocodile tear jerkers here. What's going on here? Can't hear you. Let me pause. Shit. I know what I did wrong. I'm better now. It's all better now, chat. Don't worry about it.
Streamer.
I'm not setting my best. All right.
Go ahead.
Hi. Yeah. During your speech,
Love your
you made a
face.
lot of references to Jewish people as well as certain people in your audience, not Jewish people in general.
Honestly, this is how the conversation goes, dude. They're like at this level when they come at you, and you're like, oh my God.
But certain people, especially in your audience, to Nazis. Now, that is extremely offensive when certain people are German. And they're also extremely offensive to people who've actually suffered under Nazi rule.
I don't respect that
What?
anymore. I really don't. I don't like and I don't respect the crocodile tears the crocodile tears. No. I'm so, folks, allow me to finish and allow me to finish. Listen, sir. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. Sir, I don't like to play before an audience the Holocaust card. But since now I feel compelled to. My late father was in Auschwitz. My late mother, please shut up. My late father was in Auschwitz. My late mother was in Majdanek concentration camp. Every single member of my family on my father's side,
the Jews did not take arms against the Germans.
My late father was in Auschwitz concentration camp. My late mother was in Majdanek concentration camp. Every single member of my family on both sides was exterminated. Both of my parents were in the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. And it's precisely and exactly because of the lessons my parents taught me and my two siblings that I will not be silent when Israel commits its crimes against the Palestinians. And I consider nothing more despicable than to use their suffering and their martyrdom to try to justify the torture, the brutalization, the demolition of homes that Israel daily commits against the Palestinians. So I refuse any longer to be intimidated or browbeaten by the tears. If you had any heart in you, you would be crying for the Palestinians, not for what's been done.
Sorry, Norman. You have to come off stage. You just committed a murder. Sorry about that. We have to take you in right now. Yeah, here are the chains.
What?
Can I just calm the audience?
You just did a murder. You have to go now. That hit harder than Will Smith's slap.
I've never been in a crowd like this. They're not.
I've never seen his reaction. Wow. I don't know. To tell you what, it's honestly what my YouTube comments seem like on some of my videos. They do this thing where they're like, no, the people who are wearing the Nazis that I care about, they're not the actual Nazis. The other people are the Nazis. And you're like, wait, hold on a second. I see what you did there. He gets criticized as anti-Semitic. This is the state of the discourse, everybody. It's cursed. It's not even blessed and cursed. It's not blurst. It's cursed. It's all bad. He gets criticized as anti-Semitic. I did not see that coming. Norm's got no fucks to give. That was brilliant. It was gold. Zionists be like that. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Zionists be like that. Alright, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You've heard this so many fucking times, your brain is melting. You're still hearing it. They've been making this argument since the beginning, since February 2022. Probably since before, but that's when you heard all the shitlibs pick up on this and start complaining about you as some sort of whatabout, right? Zelensky is Jewish, so there can't be Nazis in Ukraine. That's a naive argument. That's for baby brains. That's for small brains. And for people who are not serious. I don't let people look down on me if they talk like this because I don't look up to them. This is just how it is. It's how this works. For those not in the know, check it out. Israel, reported on by the electricintifada.net. Israel is arming neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Did you know this? I'm sure some of you did. This is reported 2018. Were they, at the time, were they being called Putin shills? Are they doing Putin propaganda at this point by just literally reporting on facts in Ukraine? What's the deal? Help me out. Help me understand. That's like saying Biden's Catholic, so there aren't any Nazis in the U.S. Call him like a Tom. Welcome in. Love your face. Exactly. Prezactly. Ultra-nationalists gonna stick together. The Nazis look at Israel and they look at it as a model for the kind of ethno-state that they want. Come on, y'all. That's scary. It's not just about agreeing with Nazis. We're not talking about our favorite ice cream flavor here. We're talking about agreeing with them on how to set up an ethno-state. Uh-oh. Scary shit. So, of course, we know about the Azov battalion, the Volksangel, the Panzer tank thing. There's so many Nazi symbols, it's obscene. Did you know that Israeli arms are being sent to a heavily armed neo-Nazi militia in Ukraine? This is reported on from 2018. Azov battalion. I don't like to call them neo-Nazis. I just like to call them Nazis. But you can disagree with me if you want. That's fine. The Azov Battalion online propaganda shows Israeli-licensed Tavor rifles. These are Uzis. These are Uzis. But Dan, it's just one battalion. I know. They were able to ban communists, but they weren't able to ban Nazis. It's just one battalion, right? If it were just one battalion, they'd be able to get rid of them, right? But they can't? Makes you wonder why. I can't explain it. Anyways, they're sending Israeli-based Tavor rifles in the fascist group's hands while Israeli human rights activists have protested arms sales to Ukraine on the basis weapons might end up with anti-Semitic militias. Oh, that's very much what happened. By the way, they don't just hate Jews. They didn't just fly their Bandera flag over Jewish pogroms during World War II, participating in the Holocaust. They didn't just do that, you know? They're receiving Uzis from Israel now. I thought Zionists don't like Nazis. I thought the whole point of Israel was that they didn't like Nazis. I'm a little bit confused here. All right. I don't want to get too far in the weeds here. Playing with fire. In a letter about licenses for Ukraine obtained by the Electric Intifada, the Israeli Defense Ministry's arms export agency says they are careful to grant licenses to arms exporters in full coordination with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other government entities. Huh. And it's also crazy, Tom. Super calm today, by the way. How that one battalion seems to pop up in every news agency photo and video in literally every region of the country. You will never forget on International Women's Day, literal NATO tweeting a picture of a Ukrainian Nazi with the Wolfsangel logo on her chest. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That was just like, thank you very much. Thanks for saying, like, making our argument for us. I appreciate that. Such a self-own. Dudes posting their L's, am I right? Dudes posting their S's, am I right? All right. All right. Azov's official status in the Ukrainian armed forces means it cannot be verified that Israeli weapons and training are not being used by them. Isn't that wild? There are no mechanisms to prevent that. So I guess you got to arm the Nazis if you want to arm Ukrainians. Huh. Interesting. Interesting little predicament we're in here. They'd written that Ukrainian armed forces use rifles made in Israel and are trained by Israelis, according to reports in the country. The head of the Israeli Arms Export Agency declined to deny the reports or to even discuss cancellation of the weapons licenses, citing security concerns. Don't want to piss off the Nazis? But Racheli Chan, the head of the agency, confirmed to Max she had carefully read your letter, which detailed the fascist nature of Azov and the reports of Israeli arms and training. Both the Defense Ministry letter and Mac's original request can be read in the original Hebrew below. I can't wait. I've been training my Hebrew for years. That's an absolute joke. I don't know how to do that. Israeli rifles in Ukraine. The fact that Israeli arms are going to Ukrainian neo-Nazis is supported by Azov's own online propaganda. I mean, there it is. You're looking literally at an Israeli-made Uzi. And that guy's a Nazi. Okay? Best case scenario, he's not a Nazi. He just stands in front of Nazi flags with guns and camo fatigues. Best case scenario. Spot the lie. No lie spotted. Libs. Shitlibs. You got to deal with those facts. Or get wrecked. Easy. GG. What's this video? 11 minutes. There's literal... So this is the Azov. There's one Nazi symbol on the front from the Nazi panzer tanks, and then there are more S's in the back. If you see the circle, the Wolfsangel Nazi symbol as well, each of those little things is an S. So there's like 10 more Nazi S's on there. Dudes posting their S's. There's another one. Oh, it's the same one. Oh. What is that typeface? I sort of liked it. Is that weird? Look at this guy. You got a Nazi. Hey guys, you got a Nazi right here. You got a Nazi with an Israeli-made gun signed off by the Zionist government? Is that what I'm to understand? What the fuck? The Sonnenrad. The Schwarze Sonne, yeah. Yeah, calm like a Tom, right? It's on this floor of this Nazi castle, right? That's what it makes you think. Are these Nazis? Yeah. And again, if they're not, they're just sort of cool with Nazi symbols? What? That's the best case scenario?
Hey guys.
And like, think about this. You know, Zelensky and the Ukrainian government, they could ban communist parties, but they can't ban Nazi symbols or their groups. Just think about it. Wrap your head around it. Metal Kitty Mom, welcome in. Yeah. All right. I think that's all I got to say about it. Like, what else do we need to say about it? All right. When they go, there are Nazis in Russia, so what is your point, if any? They're telling you that they've gone full sicko mode. When they go, oh, Wagner Group, right? Wagner Group, Wagner Group, Wagner Group. They're going full sicko mode on you. What does that mean? They're telling you that they've picked a side. The side they picked is Ukraine. Ukraine, right? Because they don't know about the 14,000 that have died in Donbass since 2014. All they know is that their brains kicked down in February 2022, and that's where they've started. That's where their understanding begins, if they have understanding at all. So they go, oh, Wagner Group. It's a what about, okay? What about Wagner Group? Well, is Israel also arming the Wagner Group in Russia? No. Is the United States arming the Wagner Group in Russia? No. Is NATO the biggest, like a fucking mafia type imperial organization? Are they arming Nazis in Ukraine? No. I don't think they know what argument they're making when they make the argument. Keeping in mind that the United States is the most powerful, they have the most powerful, military in the history of the world, with the most advanced weapons in the history of the world. That's who's giving arms to Nazis right now in Ukraine. And reactionaries seldom put those things together. Yes, libs, you're reactionary too. Because when it comes time to fucking up, when it comes time to, calling out empowering of Nazis, you seem to take the other side. What the fuck is that? It's because you've picked a side in war. You've gone full sicko mode. You've picked a side in war, dude. Maybe don't do that. And then they just sort of go, oh, there are Nazis everywhere. Okay, stop arming them everywhere. Oh, there are Nazis they're like, they go, hey, there are Nazi cops. And I'm like, exactly. Right? They're like, there are Nazis in the U.S. military. I'm like, exactly. Maybe we shouldn't arm them. And then they go, well, how do you do that? I don't know. Abolish the military. Easy. Thank you. You're welcome. Alienated frame. You just walked right into the point that I was making. Thank you. Do you consider the U.S. a Nazi regime because the Proud Boys exist? Pause right there. Pause right there. Alienated frame. I know you're new to the community, and you're doing the reactionary bullshit right now, and you're asking if I believe that Russia is justified. We're not going to go down that road. You have a very basic understanding of things. You want to look at this in a very binary black and white way. I think you're a very young person, okay? But here's the truth. Alienated frame, do you think we should defund the police in the United States? Or are you the kind of person that looks and says, oh, there's just a couple bad apples? I don't owe you answers to any of your questions. If you want to participate, you're going to participate on my grounds, on my terms, okay? If you want to complain about that, you can get fuck off. This is how the internet works. You study political science. You're not learning much. I'm asking you a question. You've annoyed me twice today. If you want to annoy me a third time, you'll be banned. This is my last chance. I'm giving you a chance here. I'm giving you a chance here. Are you the kind of person that looks at the police in the United States and says, oh no, there's just a couple bad apples? Last chance. I think there should be adjustments. You think, oh, you're a reform person. You think we could reform the cops? Are you saying you think we could reform the police? I'm just confused why you cannot answer yes or no questions. I don't owe you answers to any of your dumb fucking questions. If you want to complain about that, go fuck off. I don't care. Why do you think I care? Why do you think I care? Again. Do you think we could reform the police? Actually, that's about the third time you've annoyed me. So I think I'm going to ban you, but I do want to give you a chance to answer this question because I think it'll help me to illustrate why I think you're worthless. So again, do you think the police in the United States can be reformed, or do you think they need to be defunded until the point that they're abolished? Or maybe a third option. Let me know what you think. Municipal police forces. You mean the people that have a monopoly on violence in your community? The biggest gang in your community that has a monopoly on violence? I'm saying I think banning police is an unrealistic goal that will never be achieved and only lives on the internet. I prefer to make real change and then get Twitter likes. Dude, shut the fuck up. You sound like Ben Shapiro. All right, you've annoyed me plenty of times. You've not brought anything of value to this conversation. You're a shitlib. Go lick police boots, bitch. Goodbye. No wonder you keep finding yourself on the wrong side of these conversations. That's why you, folks, this is called giving someone enough rope to hang themselves with it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
That's how you take the internet debate lords and flip them on their heads. Yeah, totally cope, dude. Take your deep breaths, alienated frame. Someone to go back and clip that for me? That'd be nice. Dude. Go back to your, like, shit lib circle jerk that you got. Like, what are you doing? Like, you clearly come from a shit lib echo chamber. This is like your first time ever talking to someone that's read any amount of theory. Fucking libs, dude. This is the perfect example. Libs are mad. They're right to be mad, to look around at the world and be mad, but they don't know why they're mad. They don't know what they're mad at. The thing is, if they took a look at it, they'd figure out that they're mad at libs. They're mad at themselves. God, you fucking piece of shit libs. This is why we call you shit libs. God. This is why we make fun of you. Because you lick boots. I love how I knew that they wouldn't be on board with the defund. I knew they wouldn't be on board with the defund.
Oh, we can reform the police. We can reform the police. All we need is more black officers. We don't have enough black officers, and when we have more, that'll be better. Diversity will make the cops better. We can reform the municipal police forces.
Fucking libs. Hey, Nintendo Spider-Man, welcome in. Diva the Rebel, welcome in. He also heard ban when you said defund. To be fair, I said defund until they're abolished, but I also gave them an option for a third option. They wanted to come in here and like demand that I answer their questions. They were worked up and mad that I wouldn't. Get wrecked, you little loser.
The cops just need more training. All we need to do is throw more money at the cops, and that'll help the problem.
These fucking idiots don't see that by throwing more dollars at the cops, it makes communities and cities worse. Fucking dumb fucking libs, dude. I didn't see that either when I was a shit lib, okay? I didn't get it. It's what no theory does to a motherfucker. Technically, it's sort of Shabibo, but it's like, at least Shabibo wouldn't even say that. You know?
Hey, Dan. It's me, Ben Shabibo. Technically, I don't think the cops do anything wrong. When they shot Breonna Taylor, she deserved it. She was sleeping in her bed. You can fix that. All they need to do is give that guy more training, and then they'll stop shooting Breonna Taylor in her fucking bed. Okay, Dan?
Hey, guys. They literally think you can train people to the point that they don't shoot Breonna Taylors. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit lib. It's funny. I love wrecking them. I love wrecking their libs. Like, fucking bring it. If you're gonna come at the king, you best not miss. I hate that I said that. Can you all please forgive me?
I'm a billionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire.
Oof. Thank you for the 1312 biddies. Fuck the police, am I right? The liberal defense of police is just shameless and pathetic. I love wrecking those fucking losers. I love them. Should have aimed for the head. Fuck 'em. Just fuck 'em. Fucking lips, dude.
I'm a billionaire. I'm a multi-millionaire.
Time with a fire bomb. Thank you very much. Ugh, excuse me. Hey, look at that. Some cool people got a gift subby, courtesy of Calm Like a Tom, Roaming Shogun, Sparkliest Socialist, Red Wizard, Saxon 7, Nintendo Spider-Man. Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate that support. That's right. Hey, folks, you can make libs mad as well by supporting the stream. You could do biddies, you could do a gift subby, you could support on Patreon, because who knows when these libs are going to come at me and get my shit taken down. Who knows, dude? These imperialist fucking libs, these people who are willing to bend over backwards intellectually to defend arming Nazis, who knows when they're going to come at me? Had to wait till the dipshit got banned. I don't usually let that go on too long, so I hope y'all will allow me to do that from time to time. It's true. Get Dan a house. Libs hate when socialists get houses. Yeah. Dude, piss off a lib by subbing to my channel. Piss off a lib by helping me to pay my bills. They hate it when I can pay my bills. Fucking socialists hate it when I can pay for my phone bill. That's one of their... did I say socialist? Libs hate it when I can pay my fucking phone bill. Libs fucking hate it when I'm starving and I can't, and all I get to eat is like crackers and cheese. Don't be making fun of my peanut butter crackers. Libs fucking hate it when I can pay my bills and pay my rent. They fucking can't stand that. It's one of their least favorite things. Metal Kitty Mom, thank you for gifting a subby. Jeremiah on Twitch, thank you for gifting one. That's fucking right. They're so mad at you right now. Those fucking libs. They don't even know. They don't even know the depth of their anger when they see that I'm gonna be able to pay my bills instead of go into debt, you know, and get locked away by the Pinkertons for not being able to pay my debts. Fuck those assholes, am I right? Fucking cops, man. They're just private cops is what they are. They're all fucking cops. All cops are bad. Can't stand those guys. Goddamn losers. Fucking cops hate it when you sub to my channel. Did you know that? Cops and libs are so mad. Cops and libs get so fucking mad when you subscribe to
I'm a multi-millionaire.
Oh, Warlock with a 20 bomb. A $20 gifts tippy. Thank you. A tip. Thank you. Sorry, my words. You just made a liberal. You just made a fascist. What did I say? Did I repeat myself? You just made a liberal fascist so mad. You just made them $20 madder. They're like so upset with you right now, Warlock. I appreciate the support. Thank you for helping me out.
Quality content.
My phone bill's a little late. Dude, they're like thinking of like the meanest comments they can think of on Reddit and YouTube right now. Folks, they're not scared of me. Okay, they're not mad at me. They're mad at you. That's the truth. They're not scared of what I got to say. They're scared that you believe me. That's the truth. If I were just sitting in a room talking by myself, making YouTube videos, they wouldn't say anything to me. Do you get that? It's literally you that they're scared of. Thank you, Jeremiah. Some dumb, you got one. Thank you very much, Jeremiah. Sub to iDance channel and a liberal bleeds. Sub to iDance channel and scratch a liberal. Scratch a liberal and a Nazi bleeds. You fucking love to see it. Folks, the support means a lot. What is this? We got a hype train. We got a hype train. You fucking love to see a hype train. Thank you very much for the support, y'all. Let's get hyped up. I love it. The support does mean so much to me. I want all the people. Give me all the people. Give me all the people. Let's go. I want all my friends in here. We got Bing Bong Guy. What the fuck is Twitch? Let's go. That was a little weird.
This is the I Dan Simpson Show.
There were other unintended consequences, as we know.
Swollen. Base.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Please clap.
Funtiva, thank you.
This man in the hat.
Tom!
You're a stupid baby. Stay mad.
Tom! Tom with the $50 tip. Thank you very much. That's super generous. That is super duper duper generous. Of my phone bill, I can pay it. We got a little cacophony here of sound. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot, Tom. Love your face. Yes. Plagued by Society. Thank you for the 100 biddies.
You got mail.
I got mail.
W-O-O-T.
Whoop. Here's the mail. It never fails. Makes me want to wag my tail. Thank you all very much for the support. I do want to remind you that, yeah, it's fun to make liberals mad and all, but more importantly, I'm trying to make good content, and I'm making good content for leftists. Okay, I don't fucking reach across the aisle to people who are sympathetic to Nazis. That's not what the fuck I'm doing here. So by doing that, I isolate myself a lot. Okay, I'm not I don't have the biggest channel here on Twitch, and I think that's partially because of it, and that's fine. I'm not going to compromise my fucking values to make shitty content for libs. That's not what I'm doing here. All right? And that's going to piss some people off, so I don't give a shit. Like this guy. Like this guy just tagged me on Twitter. Hey, loser. We got a NATO imperial shill over here trying to look down on me, and they don't realize that I don't look up to them. So why the fuck do they think they should be in my mentions? Hey, Shy Johnny Cash, get triggered, bruv. You're another imperialist Anglo opinionating on shit you don't know. Learn what the word imperialism is. Learn what actual imperialism is, you dumb shit. Learn what it is. Oh, look at this. There's Nazis in Russia. We've talked about this a billion fucking times. Is Israel giving them arms? No. Is NATO giving them arms? No. Is the United States giving them arms? No. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. You're not a geopolitical understander. You're a shitlib. Go cry. Go cope harder, loser. What's their deal, dude? They're just a bunch of whiny crybabies. These are libs. Like, one of the definitions of a lib is that they don't understand, but they're mad. They're not willing to do the work. And they want to be taken seriously all at the same time.
Well, you little...
All at the same fucking time. And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Go watch your Rachel Maddow, you piece of shit. Let me check this out. Make sure it works. Opinionating on shit you don't know. Learn what the word imperialism is. Learn what actual imperialism is, you dumb shit. Learn what it is. Oh, look at this. There's Nazis in Russia. We've talked about this a billion fucking times. Is Israel giving them arms? No. Is NATO giving them arms? No. Is the United States giving them arms? No. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. You're not a geopolitical understander. You're a shitlib. Go cry. Go cope harder, loser. Making content. The libs are so mad at me today. I love it, dude. Why do they think that, like... Do they think... Here's my question. Do you think that by being dumb fucks as a group and sort of like ganging up on me a little bit, you know, they think it's gonna like shut me down? Make me quiet? Are they like... Do they think I'm really stupid? I'm stupid in some ways, but not in all ways. So, like, are they setting themselves a trap? What the fuck is going on here, man? Luckily, literally no one I respect is like talking to me like this, you know? No one whose opinion I care about is like talking to me like this. So it's like, why do they think I would care? Empire basher. Sure. Okay. Joined March 2022. 1 follower. Oh my god. And look at the flags. It's like, did you know that the queer people in Ukraine are also being displaced because of US and NATO aggression? You dumb shits. They can't imagine that anyone doesn't respect their opinion. To them, it's a competition of morals. They just want to feel like they're sitting in the top moral seat. But again, they don't want to do the homework. They don't want to actually understand what's happening and why it's happening. It's amazing. I think part of the issue is people don't want to acknowledge supremacy or Nazism in their own backyard, like even history is revised as Americans fighting Nazis, or people who think racism is only in the U.S. Yeah, right. Oh, definitely. This is a good point. I'm an easier target. Coming at me is easier than figuring out, than them figuring out why I'm pissed. Yeah, that's a good point. And again, that's one reason I don't take it personally. They're just like, if someone else were saying the same things as me and looked like me, they'd say the same things. It just happens to be me that's doing it, right? I try to keep that in mind. That's a healthy thing to do if you're making content. Oh, totally disingenuous approach to Nazism or supremacy. Western hegemony, exactly. What a fucking loser. Go cry. You should listen to Ukrainians only is a very common talking point right now, being used to justify a whole lot of stupid things. Yeah, but they're not a monolith. You can hear people from the left in Ukraine talking about how they hate the fucking Azov battalion too. Are they also doing Putin propaganda? Are they also anti-Ukrainian, right? Are they not Ukrainian? Uh-oh. Oh, they're not Ukrainian? So they're Russian? So they live in Russia? So Donbass is Russia? Uh-oh. Are you sure you haven't thought you didn't? Are you sure you didn't think through the whole thing?
Nice.
Everyone's being manipulated by media. Everyone's being manipulated right now. But you got to ask yourself, when has Western media done us right? When has the Western media ever let us into truths? It hasn't. You have to fucking dig, man. You have to listen to idiots like me to start to try to piece it together on your own. Of course, I'm not taking credit for your understanding. Channel 5's video literally introduced us to some Ukrainian anarchists who will probably be hunted down if Azov takes over. Now that's fucking interesting. Maybe that's why they blurred them. Makes you wonder, yeah, why those two kinds of people were treated differently. Fascist propaganda, you guys. When has it ever not been that? They're talking about chemical weapons. They're talking about Russia being with their back up against the war, using tactical nukes. I'm sorry, did I hear WMDs? Is that WMDs? What'd you say? Huh? Is there an echo in the room? And remember, we have people pushing for us to arm more Ukrainians. And when they tell you that they don't have class analysis, because otherwise, yes, buddy head, they would understand this is class war. Am I still sub to Rathbone? This is class war. So, of course, like, people who are like, oh, Nazis aren't so bad if you give them guns because the real Nazis are Russians. It's just like, what? Shut up, dude. Fucking lib. Fucking lib. Class war. No war, but class war. Why do you want this to go on? Why do you want to escalate this class war? I think this is the take. Tinderos, you're relatively new, right? You just popped in? Tinderos? Tinderios. Tindereos. Tindereos? Tinderios. That could be said like 1,000 different ways. Can you try to let me know how you say it in your head so that I'm not being offensive? I want to be as respectful as I can. You say it is weird. If you go on YouTube, people are cheering. They're cheering the Azov battalion, destroying like Russian tanks and stuff, right? Maybe we should stay neutral on things like this. That's actually a really good way to put it, right? I've been struggling to put it that way. That's good. That's a really good take. And by staying neutral, it doesn't mean you don't care about the civilians in Ukraine. Tinder Oreos. I'm glad I asked. Tinder Oreos. Cool. I love Oreos, but they're made by Nabisco. And Nabisco's run by Mandela's. And they're sort of anti-worker. But, you know, it's hard to get good cookies these days. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Tinderios. You smash them together. I got you now. Good. Thank you for holding my hand through that. Tinderios. Don't say the or like Oreos. Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, it was in parentheses now. Appreciate that. Okay. But that's a really good point. It doesn't mean that by not supporting the people defending the alleged invasion, it doesn't mean you don't care about the people there. In fact, if you want to care about the people there, you should have a principled anti-war stance, which is, hey, we shouldn't be arming Nazis under any circumstances. We should be doing the opposite to Nazis. And I won't spell out what that means. And don't mix it up. Don't be so leftist don't be so leftist and you're not willing to read Kwame Nkrumah or Lenin talking about imperialism and misunderstanding what imperialism is and what it isn't. If we want to understand imperialism, you have to understand the powers at play. And it's not just that one imperialism equals one imperialism. They're not the same. If you even if you're going to look at imperialism from a purely definitional point of view from a fucking, Webster dictionary. There's a deeper understanding of imperialism to be found. And it's through Lenin. It's through Kwame Nkrumah.
Hey, guys.
Even though I've not read Kwame Nkrumah, sometimes you read the title of a book and you get the idea. Eminent Prof, you get the idea. Welcome in, Jeff. Everyone give Jeff a follow. Okay. Well, I think that's a clip. I've been recording a clip this whole time. And I thought that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Please support this kind of content on YouTube by liking the video and commenting below. If you don't like the video, if you vote it down, you're a lib. That's how this works. I don't make up the rules. You can support on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can join us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/iDanSimpson. I stream here just about each day. I chill with the chat. We got a good vibe going unless you're a lib. In which case, I'm going to drag your ass if I don't ban you right away. Okay. Love your face.